Terry should have known better than to get involved with a young girl like that.
Well, you know what blokes are like. Once they're in love, they think with the trousers.
Well, probably best to leave them time to calm down for a bit. Him and Mr. Turner have been friends for long enough. They shouldn't let something like this come between them.
I don't know, Lise. Big Al seems really set against him. I just hope Terry doesn't do something stupid.
Like you said, we both know, men. It's probably just the beer talking.
I hope you're right. Still, I'm going to the Woolpack, see that things are shaping up.
All right, Mandy. We had a great night the other week when we went out, didn't we?
Yeah, great.
Right, I was thinking we should do it again tonight.
Yeah, OK. I've just got a few things to do.
Hey, we'll probably go to a club after the movie.
Oh, well, I wouldn't go planning too much, love.
Hey, you don't want to worry about Mandy, you know. She can boogie the night away with the best of them. We'll have a smashing time.
I don't see why I should have to help with the clearing up. My party was ruined.
I know you blame me, Mum, but it weren't my fault. Terry caused as much trouble as I did.
Yes, all right. I believe if anyone's to blame, it's that Tricia. We can all see she's the sort that enjoys leading men on.
Why she bothers with him? He's old enough to be her dad, for goodness sake.
Well, if you've got any sense, you'll both steer clear of her in the future. And you can finish this between you. I've got to get back to the shop.
You can finish on your own. You owe me that much.
I told you, Kelly, it's not my fault. Mum believes me.
Yeah. Well, she thinks the sun shines out of you. But I'm not that stupid. I've seen the way you treat women.
That's rich, considering your reputation with men.
Big difference. I actually care about who I go with. None of them mean anything to you. You just use them.
Tricia's old enough to look after herself. Anyway, she's the one who's using people. She played me and Terry off against each other. So she's the one to blame for ruining your party.
We're looking for Terry.
You won't find him here. He's packed his bag and gone.
Where to?
I'm just going to wash my hair.
Must be hard working out which bloke you're washing out of it.
There was no call for that, Mandy. Tricia is the innocent victim in all this.
Not from where I'm standing.
Scott and Terry took advantage of it.
Is that what she told you?
She didn't have to. I could see for myself.
You don't see anything as far as she's concerned. You're so chuffed to have your granddaughter home that she's got you wrapped round her little finger.
I thought you Dingles approved of family loyalty.
And what about Terry? Don't you owe him any loyalty? You and him have been friends for years.
And he abused that friendship by taking advantage of my granddaughter under my own roof. I owe him nothing.
That girl is trouble. And if she keeps going on like this, you're going to need all your mates around you. And where's Terry gone to?
I don't know, I don't care, and I never want to see him again.
Oh, I made you some toast.
I ain't got time. I'm already late for work. You gonna be around later?
Yeah, should be. I've got some study periods. Why, what are you planning?
Hang out, going to what, maybe?
You spoil me. I've already had a stopover, videos, smell of stale curry. Oh, not to mention the serenade of stereo snoring. There's only so much romance a girl can take.
Sorry. I'll make it up to you.
Well, on that score, you're already about 6 months in day.
Ah, breakfast. Cheers.
I didn't make it for you.
Well, that's just typical of Willie's, that. Leaving everyone else to do what work. It's the same car, aren't you?
Hey, you, I've done my fair share.
Look, we're never going to get that car running if we don't put some real graft in it.
Well, I might have some spare time at the weekend, eh?
That's what you said last week.
I don't know how you lot get anything done. This place is like the council tip.
Oh, well, that's why it's so nice to have a woman's touch around the place, you know?
Oh, well, if that's a prelude to you asking me to do your washing, forget it. Not that kind of girl. And I'm not a mechanic either, so I'm going to take my breakfast and leave you two in your pigsty. See?
Terry's cleared out the woolly. No forwarding address, nothing. And I was hoping he might have told you lot where we're going. I mean, you're still his mate.
Dunno, I ain't seen him since that party.
Well, I'm not surprised. The fool he made of himself, he's probably ashamed to show his face.
Well, it must have been a bit of a shock for him. He thought it was the real thing with that Tricia.
Told me he was in love with her.
Well, Terry falls in love like other people get head colds. Well, I just hope he's learned his lesson this time.
Well, if he has, he's done it the hard way. Turner reckons he's not welcome at the Woolpack from now on.
Well, I won't be shedding any tears for him. Not after the way he ruined my party.
You've got it wrong, Kel. It was down to Tricia.
Oh, look, it takes two to tango, Mandy.
She was playing games. And with Scott, for all I know. Look, Turner might think butter will melt in her mouth, but believe me, she is poison. You want to blame someone for your party? Blame Tricia.
Hiya.
Hiya, is Kathy about?
No, she's at the cash and carry. She should be back by about 10.
Oh, I've got to dash, I'm late for school already. I'll pop in at lunchtime.
Right.
I'm really worried about Kathy. She's not been herself since she came out of hospital.
She's just a bit tired, that's all.
I don't think she's over it. She should never have discharged herself until the doctor said she was ready.
Yeah, maybe, but that's her choice, and there's nothing we can do about it.
We can't just stand by and watch her making herself ill. We're supposed to be her friends.
That's not how she sees it. She's just fed up with people going on about it. She just wants to be left alone.
Well, I can't do that. I would never forgive myself if anything happened to her. She's got to see a doctor.
I know, but you can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped. And I've sort of promised I wouldn't bring up the subject again.
Well, maybe there's another way of doing it.
What do you want?
To talk.
Yeah, well, I'm dead busy and I've got nothing to say to you.
I know you're really angry about Terry leaving, but it wasn't all my fault.
Dead right it was. Terry is a really good bloke. Him and Big Al were really good mates till you showed up and started turning them against each other.
I never meant to.
Oh, I just wish Big Al could see you for what you really are. He thinks butter won't melt in your mouth. Not seen the way you come on to blokes.
I never meant to go to bed with Terry.
So why'd you do it?
Well, it just sort of happened.
You're a big girl. You knew what you're getting yourself into.
I really liked Terry, but not in that way. He just started getting upset about it. I guess I just wanted to make him feel better.
Good work, Trish. You made him feel that good that he's run away and left all his mates behind.
I'm so sorry.
He thought he really loved you, and you made him think you felt the same way. He didn't realise you were just being kind. Maybe you don't understand what you've done. That just makes you even more dangerous.
I'm sorry, Miss Hughes. I can see your concern, but I really shouldn't be discussing Kathy's case with you. You're not even a relative.
But I'm really worried about her. I mean, she thought she'd lost Alice the other day. She'd forgotten that she'd given her to me to look after. I mean, Kathy would never normally do something like that.
Short-term memory loss is quite a common symptom after head injuries.
And she's getting really irritable over small things. She's normally got a really even temper.
I can't say I'm surprised by anything you've told me. It would have been much better if she'd stayed here till we were ready to discharge her.
I just want to do everything that I can.
The best thing you can do is to try and persuade her to come back and see me. Or at least her own GP.
Well, that's half the problem. She's got so she won't even discuss the subject.
Then I really can't help.
But I just want Kathy to be back to her normal self.
Frankly, Miss Hughes, no one could guarantee that. She suffered very serious head injuries. In some circumstances, that can cause permanent personality changes.
Well, then you've got to see her.
I wish it was as simple as that. No one can force her to take medical advice. Unless you're suggesting she's a danger to herself or others. Then we need to take legal steps.
Well, of course not.
Then I'm afraid my hands are tied.
Well, what if you happen to meet her socially?
What?
Well, you must go for a drink after work. What if she happened to walk into the bar?
That would be an amazing coincidence.
Well, I'm pretty good at arranging coincidences.
Do you have any idea how many hours a week I work at this hospital?
Look, all I'm asking is a couple of minutes of your time, Dr. Khan. Please.
Just heard about Terry leaving.
Good news travels fast.
It's not funny, Scott.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Like that age thinking he can pull Trisha, it's pathetic.
You really enjoyed seeing him put down, didn't you?
He brought it on himself. I don't know why he keep having a go at me for it.
Because Terry happens to be a mate of mine. I don't want to see him driven out by the likes of you.
Yeah, well, I can't say I'm going to lose any sleep over it.
It's all just a game to you, isn't it, Scott? You don't care about Trisha. Just another notch on your bedpost, isn't she?
Shouldn't you be at school?
I'm on my lunch hour.
Yeah, we usually play with your mates because I don't want any lectures from you.
You forgot the dishwasher stuff, right? Tablets and salt.
Marlon, I can't remember everything.
That's no problem, I'll pick some up later.
Everyone's checking up on me all the time, going on about everything I get wrong.
Kath, it's no big deal. I said I'd buy some.
Am I interrupting something?
No, just the staff telling me I don't know how to run a kitchen.
It'd do you good to get out of here for a while.
I don't need to, I'm fine.
I just thought we could go on a girls' night out, you know. A couple of drinks, see a film.
Rachel, it's a bit short notice for me to get a babysitter, right?
Look, I can organise someone to look after Joseph and Alice. All you've got to do is say yes.
OK. Thanks.
Pick you up after work.
Need an appointment? I'll try and fix you up with Paddy. He's really good with cows.
I thought you might be angry. I know it's your 18th and it's a big day. You must have been looking forward to your party.
I was, till you ruined it.
I've come to apologise. I'm really sorry I spoilt everything.
No, you're not. You're having a great time playing two blokes off against each other. You're just sorry you got found out.
That's what Mandy said, but I'm not like that, Kelly, honestly. You've got to see it from my point of view. I'm new round here. I want to make friends, not enemies.
Well, you've messed that one up too. No one likes you round here. She the word round the village. Suppose I should be grateful they've got you to gossip about instead of me.
I come here to make friends, but I'm not taking that from you.
The truth hurts sometimes.
Yeah, from what I've heard, the truth is you've had half the men in this village, and now your brother's working his way through the women.
Well, I guess that's why you can wait to get your hands on him. You like him experienced. So you know what you can do with your apology. And from now on, stay away from my brother. Get out.
You alright?
I'm surprised you're showing your face after Kelly's party. Jeez.
I can't help it if I'm irresistible to women. No, I've just come to see if the old motor's ready for the Grand Prix circuit yet.
Ready for a scrap heap, more like. I don't know why they don't just sell it back to me for spares.
Yeah, well, it might just come to that. I can't even get electrics working on it now.
Well, why don't you get me to have a look at it? Only I did a bit of mechanics in the army.
Cheers, I need all help I can get. Will's meant to be helping me out, but it never turns up, does it?
Why doesn't that surprise me? He's all mouth, that kid. I had an earful phone this morning. I don't know why he put up with him.
Nah, he's all right.
Yeah, as long as you don't trust him too far.
How do you mean?
Well, just because he's got a few exams under his belt, he thinks he's better than the rest of us. He probably thinks this sort of job's just for mugs like you. Now, you watch him. As soon as he goes off to university, he won't want to know you. There you go. That's your problem. He relayed it all wrong. So he's not as clever as he thinks he is.
We could do with someone like you on team, you know.
I'm not as tolerant as you, Roy. I don't think I could handle him coming in and thinking he knows it all and then me having to put his mistakes right.
Yeah, no, but maybe if you join, we won't need him.
Now you're talking. If Will's out, I'm in. Always good to help your mates.
I was wondering where you'd got to.
Had a few things to do.
That's a pity. I was hoping we could spend more time together. There are lots of things to see. And the Dales can be beautiful, even at this time of year.
Not really into sightseeing.
You still seem very down.
I wanted to make things right after all the row at the party, but it seems I've only made things worse.
You've got nothing to blame yourself for.
That's not how Mandy sees it, or Kelly.
Well, neither of them can be considered to be models of good behaviour.
Maybe, but they seem to think the whole village is gossiping about me.
Well, if anyone says anything about you, you can rely on me to put them straight.
I know you mean well, Grandad, but I don't want you to fight my battles for me. I thought things would be different here, but it all seems to be going wrong again.
You've been very elusive today. Came over to the office hoping we could slip out for a quiet lunch, but you'd already gone.
Well, I've had a few things to set up. It's all got a bit complicated.
Sounds intriguing. You'll have to tell me all about it over dinner.
I'm really sorry, but I'm not going to be able to come out tonight.
Oh, busy?
Well, it's this thing I've been trying to set up. I'm really worried about Kathy. And she won't even begin to talk about going back to hospital. So I've decided it's time to take drastic action.
What are you going to do, kidnap her?
Well, not quite. I've arranged for her to bump into Dr. Carl in a bar in Houghton.
But Kathy doesn't know that.
Well, she thinks we're going on a girls' night out. It'll be all right once I've got them talking. She'll realise we're just trying to help her.
Works in theory.
Graham, it's got to work. I just want Kathy to be back to her normal self. But I'm sorry about our night out. You're not mad with me?
Of course not. It's all in a good cause. I wish there was something I could do to help.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned it, actually. Would you mind looking after Alice and Joseph while we're out?
OK to put this up? It's for the toy fair I'm running.
Yeah, pick your spot.
Great.
50p a week.
You're not charging me. Hey, this is a public service. Local information.
I'm not a charity, and toys before Christmas sounds like profit to me, but you want to argue about it? Give us a quid.
No, all right. I'll pay, because I don't want to let the children down.
I just thought it was a nice gesture for the festive season. I doubt I'll even cover my costs.
Hey, you haven't been visited by the ghosts of Christmas past, present and future recently, have you? Because this is beginning to sound a little bit like Scrooge's New Leaf.
Why is it everyone always thinks the worst of me?
Experience.
You never do anything unless there's something in it for you. There's got to be an angle.
Try not to be so cynical, Marlon. I really am trying to help the village this time. Encouraging people to empty the junk out of their attics and give the poor people a chance for presents they can afford.
He's up to something.
How can you tell?
He's breathing.
Hiya.
Hi, Ellie.
Where's Marlon, who's supposed to be taking me out tonight?
Ah, Marlon's had to go across to the shop. He'll be back in a minute. Do you want a drink while you're waiting?
Yeah, thanks.
Coffee?
Yeah.
Been looking for you. So I hear Terry's finally cleared out. You must be chuffed.
How can you say that?
Well, why not? He's always pestering you, isn't he?
Maybe, but I didn't mean to drive him out the village.
Yeah, but now it just leaves me and you. We don't have to be secret anymore. We can do what we want without being watched.
I don't think so.
What's your problem now?
I just think it'd be better if you stayed away from me for a while.
All right. So you're saying it's my fault then?
No, but maybe I need a bit of space to sort myself out.
Sounds like you need an analyst for that one. You don't know what you want. You only know where I am, if you ever do work it out.
Seem to be losing your touch.
Mandy, we've got the tickets
What about?
for the movies. You need to start getting ready soon.
I can't. I'm working in the bar for Mr. Turner.
Yeah, but when I asked you this morning, you said it'd be all right.
Oh, I'm sorry, Butch. I must have been listening properly. I've had a lot on my mind worrying about Terry.
You're always worrying about everybody else, aren't you? It's never me.
Well, it's hardly the same league, Butch. Just a couple of cinema tickets. Terry's messed up his whole life.
He should have seen it coming, chasing after a girl that age.
Yeah, I don't know who to blame more, her or Scott.
Tangled webs.
Yeah, but one thing he's taught me is next time I meet a bloke, the first thing I'm going to do is lay down the ground rules. That way, we both know where we stand. Best get to work. See you lot later.
Cheer up, Butch. I'll buy them tickets off you.
What would you want them for?
Big hint to Zach. Just because we're married doesn't mean we can't go out and enjoy ourselves sometimes.
Tried to tell me he was doing his bit for the poor children. It's not Pollard's style.
I'd be robbing the piggy banks more likely.
Come on, we're going to miss the bus to Hotton if you don't hurry up.
We'll get a taxi. I thought we could go for a quick drink at the village hall first.
As long as it's just one.
See ya.
You ready? Yes, so. You okay on your own?
Mm-hmm. There's not many customers in.
Probably manage better without me. Mistakes I've been making lately.
Oh, you're just tired, that's all. Go on, get out. It'll do you good to enjoy yourself for once.
It's right. This night out's exactly what you need.
Okay. See ya.
Bye.
All right, you off out?
Yeah, I said I'd meet a mate for a drink.
Listen, Roy, I wanted a word. See how sorry I am about not being much help with the car at the moment. I've had loads of schoolwork on, so...
Don't worry about it. I don't know what the exams mean to you.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't mean I can't pull my own weight. I'll make sure I put the hours in from now on, eh?
Don't bother, 'cause I found someone else to do it.
What? Don't you think you should have spoken to me about this first?
Don't worry, you'll get your money back.
Hey, it's not about the money. I just don't like being dumped behind my back.
It wasn't like that. You never have time to do it, and Scott, he knows about mechanics. He did it in army.
Ah, right, Scott. I should have known he'd be behind this.
You sorted out the mess you made on electrics. That car's going to be back on the road in no time now.
Right, ready for that drink?
Yeah.
Would have asked you to come along, only I didn't want to sort of interrupt your homework or anything.
Thank you.
I feel guilty about Graham looking after the kids. You two just got together. Should be me babysitting while you go out and have a good time.
I think this is more important. You should never put lovers before friends. Otherwise, they might not be there when you need them.
I certainly need my friends right now. It's not been easy since I came out of hospital.
Well, that's understandable. He nearly died.
I knew I had to pull through, though. For Alice more than anything. She needs me.
Is that why you discharged yourself early?
Mainly. And the business. A lot of people rely on me.
A lot of people care for you as well, Kathy. And they don't want to see you damaging your health along the way.
Rachel, I'm fine. It's not as if I'm cracking up or anything.
Of course not.
Maybe I'm being paranoid, but it feels like everyone's watching me. Just waiting for that to happen.
See, he's having posters put up everywhere.
Look, I put up with you moaning about intrigues at the wine bar because it affected your job. You don't work there anymore.
So?
So, if you spent half as much time thinking about me as you're doing trying to fathom the depths of Pollard's murky mind, then we might have a chance. I mean, at the moment, I feel like I'm dating a spy from MI6.
Just curious, that's all. Hey, Mr. T, what do you know about Pollard and this toy fair?
Treasure, I'm sorry, I didn't think he'd have the cheek to come in here again. I'll make sure he knows he's barred in future.
Oh, I'd really rather you didn't, Grandad.
What he did to you?
I just want to forget it and let things get back to normal.
Thought you were going pictures.
Well, not without you, I'm not. Besides, I'll give the tickets to Lisa and me dad. Mandy, I think there's a few things we ought to sort out.
What things?
Well, what you said earlier. About laying down some ground rules for a new bloke.
Oh, but you found me one.
No, of course I haven't. You don't need another man, Mandy. You're married to me.
But only on paper. Everyone knows that doesn't mean anything. Now we've got our house back. All that is rubbish.
Any chance of being served?
Trish will serve you.
I'm glad I got that off my chest. It's been worrying me. You know, you're one of the few people I can trust. You want to help, not interfere. Should we go and find that restaurant?
No, let's have another drink here first.
Oh, come on, let's go and eat. I'm starving.
OK. Hey, isn't that the doctor from the hospital?
Yeah, let's get out of here before he sees us.
No. Let's say hello, be polite.
Ah, fancy seeing you here, Kathy. I've been hoping you'd come back and see me.
I don't need to. As you can see, I'm fine.
Always safest to have a checkup. I'm sure your friend here will agree.
Yeah. Just to be on the safe side.
This is a setup, isn't it? You've planned this.
No, I often come here after work. Honestly.
Yeah, but we don't.
All right, Kathy, I arranged it. But it was because I was worried about you. What are friends for?
I don't call plotting behind my back friendship.
It wasn't like that.
It's always been like that with you. I should have learned that lesson when I was married to Chris. You were so sympathetic, understood what I was going through. What you didn't tell me was that you were sleeping with him. I don't know how I ever let you worm your way back into my life after that.
Kathy, you've got to believe me. I'm just trying to help.
I don't believe anything you say, but that's not a problem. From now on, we're finished. I don't ever want to see you again.